Look around your living room or workplace right now. How much of what you see is completely artificial? We spend our lives surrounded by hard plastic surfaces, drywall, glowing glass displays, and synthetic fabrics. Every single day, we process endless digital notifications while sitting inside concrete buildings, isolated from the natural world. This profound disconnection from nature is precisely why so many people experience chronic fatigue, low mood, and constant mental stress. Your eyes get tired of pixels, and your mind craves life. This widespread desire to reconnect with nature is driving millions of adults to adopt one of the most calming, beautiful, and deeply rewarding hobbies available today. Welcome to the vibrant world of indoor plant keeping, botanical interior design, and creating your very own miniature urban jungle. When many people think about keeping houseplants, they recall old memories of a dusty cactus sitting forgotten on a windowsill. However, over the past few years, indoor gardening has completely transformed into a dynamic, modern, and highly addictive adult hobby. Today, plant keeping is not simply about decoration. It is a holistic lifestyle choice that combines living art, interior design, environmental science, and daily mindfulness. Choosing plant cultivation as your personal hobby allows you to transform a sterile apartment into a thriving, breathing sanctuary of green life. It gives you a physical, tangible responsibility that grounds your daily routine and brings the peaceful energy of a tropical forest right into your home. To understand why this green hobby has exploded in popularity among young adults, professionals, and families, we have to look at the immediate transformation it brings to your mental well-being. Modern psychological studies consistently show that living alongside living flora significantly lowers cortisol levels, reduces blood pressure, and improves overall air quality by filtering domestic toxins. But beyond the clear physical health benefits, adopting indoor gardening as a hobby provides an incredible form of daily therapy. Taking care of living greenery forces you to slow down and observe subtle natural details. Instead of waking up and immediately checking your smartphone screen for stressful emails or social media updates, your morning routine begins with inspecting fresh green leaves, checking soil moisture, and wiping off dust. This peaceful morning habit sets a calm, grounded tone for your entire day. What makes plant keeping such an endlessly fascinating hobby is the incredible diversity of species you can cultivate, each with its own unique personality, texture, and care requirements. Beginners often start their hobby journey with resilient, forgiving species like the iconic snake plant, heartleaf philodendron, or sturdy ZZ plant. These hardy varieties require minimal watering and adapt easily to lower light conditions, offering immediate success for anyone who worries they lack a green thumb. As your confidence grows, your hobby naturally expands into exploring exotic tropical species with breathtaking foliage. You discover magnificent monstera deliciosa plants with large fenestrated leaves, vibrant calatheas with intricate geometric patterns that fold up at night, and rare velvety anthuriums that look like living sculptures. The low barrier to entry makes this hobby remarkably accessible for anyone, regardless of whether you live in a spacious suburban house or a tiny city apartment. You do not need a large outdoor backyard, expensive gardening equipment, or years of agricultural experience to start building your indoor jungle today. A single decorative pot, a bag of well-draining soil mix, and a healthy young tropical plant are all you need to take your very first steps. As you learn how light, water, humidity, and nutrients interact to support living tissue, you gain a deep, practical understanding of natural biology. Watching a small green cutting that you placed in water grow its very first white roots is an extraordinarily satisfying milestone that locks you into this wonderful hobby for life. As you fall deeper into this rewarding hobby, caring for plants stops being a simple chore and turns into a deeply satisfying weekend ritual. One of the most enjoyable hands-on aspects of indoor gardening is the tactile process of repotting and mixing custom soil. Modern plant enthusiasts quickly learn that standard cheap dirt from a plastic bag is rarely enough for tropical species. Expanding your hobby means learning how to craft the ultimate well-draining soil mix. You mix rich coconut coir, chunky orchid bark, lightweight perlite, horticultural charcoal, and organic worm castings in a large basin. Getting your hands dirty in fresh, earthy soil provides an immediate tactile connection to nature that feels incredibly grounding after a long week spent typing on cold plastic keyboards. This tactile interaction acts as a powerful form of active meditation. When you carefully slide a bound root system out of its nursery pot, gently untangle the roots, and settle the plant into a stylish new ceramic vessel, your mind becomes completely absorbed in the present moment. You are not thinking about work deadlines, social media algorithms, or unread text messages. You are entirely focused on preserving fragile living tissue, providing proper drainage, and creating the ideal environment for future growth. That peaceful state of active focus is why millions of adults consider plant care to be the ultimate self-care hobby for managing modern life stress. Another exhilarating milestone in this green hobby is mastering the art of plant propagation. Propagation is the magical process of multiplying your collection for free by taking stem cuttings or leaf nodes from your existing plants. You simply clip a healthy stem just below a root node and place it in a clear glass vessel filled with clean water. Sitting a glass propagation station on your windowsill allows you to observe a fascinating biological process up close. Day after day, you watch tiny white roots emerge from the node, branch out, and multiply right before your eyes. Once the root system is strong, you plant your new baby specimen into soil, effectively creating a whole new plant. This ability to propagate opens up a wonderful social dimension to your new hobby. Instead of buying expensive gifts from store shelves, you can plant your established cuttings in decorative pots, handwrite care cards, and gift them to your friends, family, or co-workers. Sharing living gifts that you personally cultivated creates a warm, lasting human connection. Furthermore, taking part in local plant swaps or online plant communities allows you to trade rare cuttings with fellow hobbyists. Connecting with an enthusiastic global community of fellow plant lovers turns your individual home sanctuary into a shared journey of passion, tips, and mutual inspiration. As your plant collection expands from 3 pots to 20, your hobby naturally intersects with the art of interior styling and home decor. Transforming your home into a miniature urban jungle is not about cluttering every available surface with green pots. It is about using botanical elements to enhance the architectural beauty, light, and atmosphere of your living spaces. You begin exploring decorative terracotta pots, woven seagrass baskets, minimalist hanging planters, and stylish wooden plant stands of varying heights. Hanging trailing vines like golden pothos or string of pearls from high shelves creates lush green waterfalls that soften sharp room corners and draw the eye upward. Furthermore, you discover the fascinating world of microclimates and grow light technology. Optimizing your indoor jungle requires learning how natural light moves through your home throughout the seasons. You learn how to group high-humidity tropical plants together on pebble trays to create their own humid microecosystem. You explore energy-efficient LED grow lights that allow you to turn dark, windowless hallway corners into vibrant green reading nooks. Balancing light, air circulation, and moisture turns your living room into a dynamic, evolving canvas of living art that changes with every new leaf. Perhaps the greatest lesson this botanical hobby teaches us in the modern era is the deep value of patience. We live in a world obsessed with instant gratification. We want our food delivered in 20 minutes, our videos under 15 seconds, and our answers in a fraction of a second. But living organisms refuse to be rushed by human impatience. A tropical plant will not unfurl a new leaf faster just because you keep checking it every 10 minutes. It grows on its own natural timeline, requiring consistent care, proper light, and patient observation over weeks and months. Learning to accept and enjoy this slow, steady pace provides a profound mental reset for your brain. When you spend months caring for a slow-growing ficus or a delicate fern, watching a brand new leaf finally uncurl felt like a genuine personal celebration. That tiny unfurling leaf represents your time, your patience, and your consistent daily effort. Unlike temporary digital media that fades from memory instantly, the living green collection filling your living room represents months of meaningful personal care and natural growth. If you are looking for a hobby that can involve your whole family, indoor gardening is an incredible choice. Children are naturally fascinated by dirt, water, and seeds. Involving young kids in watering plants, wiping leaves, and tracking growth charts teaches them basic biology, empathy, and responsibility in a joyful way. It shifts their attention away from tablets and television screens, encouraging them to observe real-world biological wonders happening right on their windowsill. Starting your journey into this rewarding hobby today requires very little money and zero previous experience. You do not need a massive budget or specialized agricultural knowledge to begin. You can visit a local plant nursery this very weekend, pick out one single forgiving houseplant that catches your eye, and place it on your desk or dining table. Take a few minutes each day to observe its color, feel its soil, and give it clean water when needed. The next time you catch yourself reaching for your smartphone out of pure boredom, pause for a moment. Look at your hands and ask yourself if you would rather spend another hour staring at bright pixels or spend that time building a tranquil green haven that purifies your air and lifts your mood every single day. Step away from the artificial noise, bring the peaceful magic of nature indoors, and make indoor plant care your ultimate rewarding hobby today.